Good evening, guys. Welcome to our weekly analysis for GBP/USD and all the trades we took. Now, guys, I want to thank you guys for making us reach 100k subs, guys. 100k subscribers. Thank you for the good work, guys. Thank you. Oh, this is not supposed to be here. Thank you all for the good work, man. Guys have subscribed. We're 101 subscribers. Thank you, guys. Now, let's just go straight to what brought us here today. This is the 4 time frame. Now, last week GBP was trending in a range, but it later broke out and went up. Now, if you can see from here, this is our order block. If you use the indicator order blocks with signals, but during the week we came in and found other order blocks inside there. Then also we had the CPI. And guys, we made some good pips on that. Guys, were on the Telegram channel, and if you haven't joined, just go to the link in the description. You'll find it there. You'll join us in there. So let's look at the trades we took and what we used to take them. This is the 1 hour time frame. So I'm mostly looking for sales, though it was a week for buys, but we got some nice sales there. The week began from here, where you see where this line begins from. Now this is our high and low of the week, and these lines we say are psychological levels, round up numbers on the charts which banks look at. Simply that. So let's look at the trades we took. And this time around, guys, I sent all the signals to the group. Not only with mentorship, I sent all the signals to the group. So guys, no one missed out. Now, the reason why you don't see trend lines here is because I don't want the chart to be too crowded, because the chart keeps on moving. That's why I remove the trend lines, but their trend lines evolve. I just want to explain to you what we consider to take the trades. Now, if you can look over here, this was a bullish market. Now, Monday proved to be ranging, but we got some pips on it because there's a trend line around here, I think from the 1 hour time frame or the 4 hour, which was running around there. So when it came back, when the market was around here, we said we wanted to pull back there. I wanted to pull back around here, and we take the trade. Now, guys, there's another video for Fibs which I'll be releasing soon. Now, let's just consider this one. Now, if you see this market, it's dropping, but it came back here to the 61.8, and that's the reason why we sold. There are 2 confluences, in fact 3. There's this M pattern in here. Let me just draw it out. That's the M pattern and the drop. So that's why we took the trade. Those are 3 confluences: M pattern, psychological level, fib level, and the trend line. Those were the 3 confluences we took. And our entry zone, let me just remove this in a bit. Our entry zone was around here. After we saw it touch there, and then it dropped, closed here, pushed back. Now, we entered from around this trade, though it first retraced on us, but it came back, and we started adding positions when we saw this movement to the downside. That's how so the market reached our TP was here, and it bounced off our take profit and just started playing around. So simply that, our trading strategy is very simple. Let's go on to the next day, to the next setup we took. So this was our next setup. Let me close this. This was our next setup, and same strategy. There's a trend line, and there's some trend line here. From this point, there's that good trend line around there. First touch, you consider this a second touch, but it was there. We also considered this 2 touches, but this would have been 1 touch, 2 touch, and then this was this. But if you don't feel it's perfect, you can adjust it, and this plays out as an extension. So, and you just do this, you put the resistance, and you be, if you think this trend line has been broken, you don't just buy from there. You wait for the break of this part and a retest, then you buy. You don't just buy because the trend line has been broken. Wait for break of structure. So we sold this pair when it formed that M pattern and engulfed. You see this candle dropping, and it closed bearish. We entered from here, so we got enough pips up to that level. This was our TP. I said I removed some things because I don't want to. This was our TP, and our TP was hit, guys. So we are moving on fast. I just want you guys to review. So This was another setup we took because of this M pattern and the trend line. This market dropped to, this was a take profit. Now this is not what we risked, but we risked small. We risked like 5 pips to make all this up to around there. Let me remove it up to around here. So when the market gave us W pattern, some people bought, of course, because of the W pattern, because this was a trend line, and this sample read it as an extension because of these 2 touches. Some people thought it had broken through from this level, since this was their trend line. They thought it had broken through, and this was a retest, guys. And this is because of this M pattern. Guys thought it was a retest, which faked them out. Let us who were selling, and our take profit was hit. So when the market came back here, it formed an M. Now in the morning we were selling. Now when it hit this level, there's some kind of order block around here, and it pushed back. Some people thought it would immediately drop, but we didn't take it from here. Go and check the Telegram group. We said we shall wait for the M pattern to form. I remember sending that setup to the Telegram group, guys. So immediately saw this weak rejection. We started adding positions, and some people entered after that engulfing and closed out. It confirmed the trade around there. I'm saying it there. So it sold up to here. Then guys, CPI came in. Now we analyzed CPI with the mentorship, guys, and we expected a sell, but CPI were two-way. But if you can check the Telegram group, we sold immediately. CPI flashed up. Now let me remove this. When CPI flashed up, now CPI is consumer price index. If CPI is high, expect inflation to be high, and meaning the interest rates of payers will change, will be high. You get? So it means if CPI is high and inflation is high, the central bank will come in to affect the interest rates of its pair to either make it strong or weak. That's CPI. So we sold immediately. It flashed up. We started stacking in from here. So it gave us these pips up to around this level. At this order block, we bounced up, and it reversed. It was too fast, guys. It reversed back to this. There's an order block around here and closed. It was too fast, but we made enough pips off of that. Now we didn't trade it again, but we made some good pips and money from CPI, guys. So the next day, we didn't check all this, and the market was just there. But everyone made money in the mentorship. I'm sure of that, because our bias was sales. So the next day, when Asian session opened and started ranging, when we came in, and at around 3 p.m. Ugandan time, we bought this pair. No, this was in the morning. This was in the morning at around 8. I'm not so sure, okay, but we bought this pair. Reason being, there's this kind of flag, and in the flag there's a heads and shoulders. What you see, this head and shoulders here, came back to this level, gave us the head, came back, immediately did that. We expected it to do this, but it didn't. So we just bought from here up to here and risked those few pips, guys. That's the beauty of it. Our strategy is too simple. It's too simple. So it's psychological level. This candle closed above the psychological level, head and shoulders pattern. There is some chart pattern here, and there is a trend line. The reason why this trend line is considered valid is because this was noise from news. If you go to bigger time frames, all these candles closed above all this, above this trend line. That's why we left it, and you can see our price came back and retested it. It was like this zone. This was all news noise. So this one just came back, retested, and shot up. So I sent a signal in here that the M pattern is coming in and it's going to sell, and price sold. Now, guys, this was our last trade on Friday. Hit take profit, exactly the take profit, and we didn't care what was next. It was coming to a weekend, so we wanted closing profit, guys. I would like to thank you guys. On Telegram, I've reached 210 people. 210. We're moving too fast, and just consider psychology. The video on Fibs will be out. I know you guys overwant it, and also I'll talk about psychology in the days to come. Thank you guys for watching the video. Share with your friends, and remember, join the Telegram group. Let's grow together. Have a nice good evening.